Andy, well, it's been a while since we last spoke, since Tamworth on New Year's Eve. First game of 2025. How preparation's been?
Yeah, really good. Very good, actually. Obviously, we've had some really good results recently. I thought New Year's Eve was, especially first half, probably one of our best performances of the season in terms of... I thought we were so dominant first half. I thought second half we managed the game reasonably well as well. But I thought it's the best we've looked on the ball in terms of our patterns that we've been working on. The confidence to keep the ball. If there's any critique, really, I don't think we were ruthless enough in that final third, especially in the first half. So we've worked on that recently. But yeah, preparation will be good. A lot of rest. The lads seem in good spirits. Looking forward to the game. Hopefully it's on.
And despite the short break since our last fixture, how has it been in terms of the changing room and keeping that sort of attitude and mindset going into Saturday? Yeah,
well, I think you've been around this training ground for the past 18 months now. The environment's always been fantastic. The lads have been brilliant. The changing room's really good. Obviously, that helps when you're winning games of football. But even when we weren't, last month, etc., or previous month when we lost a couple of games. I think that's what's really good here when we don't get too low. The changing room's been fantastic, and obviously after a few results, the lads are buzzing at the minute. Training's been really good. The sort of competitiveness has been fantastic as well in training. I thought we've done that really well in terms of the past month. It's been really competitive. And that drives the standards for the roof as well. The lads who aren't in the team or haven't been in the team have been outstanding as well, because we haven't really changed the team really in the last 4 or 5 games, which obviously helps. But then, you've got to look at the sort of the ones who aren't playing, and they've been really, really good. I think that gauges the group really, and they've been fantastic. So hopefully, we can, we've had 11 days off now, but hopefully, we can carry on where we've left off last week and hit the ground running tomorrow.
And looking at Aldershot Town, last in action in the FA Trophy last Saturday, winning 8-0 against Chertsey Town. Obviously, goals in abundance, and I think they've scored in every fixture since November. Definitely not scared of scoring in front of goal, are they?
No, absolutely. To be fair, since we played them, they've got some really good results. Obviously, last week they scored a lot of goals, but they do commit a lot of bodies forward. Wing backs get really high. The two 9s and a 10 in behind them get really high. Then even their 2 midfielders or city midfielders, they're on the edge of the box. They do commit a lot of bodies forward, so you can see why they get goals. They concede a few as well in terms of they might be open going the other way because they do commit a lot of bodies forward. So we know we've got to be wary of that. They're a decent, really good team on their day. I hope Tommy's obviously on the mend, and hopefully he's close to returning back to action. Soon. Because he's a great character. But the lads have done really well since he's been away. They've been really good recently, so we know it's going to be a tough game, and we have to be wary of them getting bodies forward and how we can kind of hit them on the counter, or how we can control the game in terms of what we've done recently. But it's a tough game, but one we're looking positive and hopefully go and win the game.
And in terms of the preparation for this fixture, does it help that we only really played them 4 weeks ago?
A little bit, but it's exactly the same for them. Pretty similar size, not much change. I know we've 1 or 2 ins and outs recently from us, which was probably needed. If you look at Gailey, unfortunately we just couldn't get him out of the grass enough. Even this week he pulled out of training, and we'll need a few weeks off, so we just can't commit to that really. It's probably the same with Mansfield. I think they need to reassess and take him back, especially with us having Tavon Campbell out for such a long period of time. We can't have someone who we've brought in doing exactly the same. So that's why we brought Fletcher in. He's really promising from Wolves. I think we've got a great relationship, obviously with Ward. He steers with Wolves at the minute, so hopefully he can come in. I'm sure he will and do well. So it gives us another option up there. So I like your question there. We only played them a few weeks ago. 2 pretty similar teams, not many changes. So they've done really well. We've done really well. So it should be a good game tomorrow.
And looking at the additions as well, obviously you mentioned Fletcher, but then we've also been able to extend Killian for a further month, and obviously Marcel Oakley has signed terms until the end of the season. How pleased are you to get these deals over the line? Look,
obviously Killian's kind of a no-brainer really in terms of 2 clean sheets on a bounce. I think that's 3 goals in 5 games. It's kind of a no-brainer really. We'd be silly not to sort of extend that. You know, he's done, not that he's had loads to do, but when he has had lots of stuff to do, he's done really, really well. I thought his kicking, his distribution's been really good as well. And on to Marcel. Marcel, he's a top player in terms of his mentality. He's unbelievable. You know, if he gets beat once in the first half at any game, you know, he wants to have a look at, you know, half time and to know why, to sort of correct that. Anything you tell him, he's on it in a flash. You know, he's been outstanding for us, so we're delighted. Really, he's a really important player for us now. Whether that's right back, right midfield, right wing back, etc. You know, he can cover them positions, and yeah, he's a great one for us to get to the end of the season.
Andy, thank you for your time.